Biological hazard refer to those that are experienced while working with people, plants, animals, and even microorganisms. Biological hazard prevention. Practicing good personal hygiene whenever handling any equipment and waste. Direct contact with germ, bacteria, and bodily fluid when touching the equipment could lead to spreading infectious disease. Using proper protective equipment. High-risk exposure to bacteria and viruses can lead to serious infection or even fatalities.
Physical hazard. It refers to an agent, factor or circumstances that can cause harm or injury to a person through contact or exposure. Mechanical physical hazard often involve moving objects or equipment such as impact of heavy item falling and cut from fast-moving sewing needles. General physical hazard include common dangers in our everyday environment, such as slippery floor. Noise and vibration from use of heavy tools like jackhammers can damage hearing and cause fatigue. Electrical physical hazard can cause shocks, fires, or even electrocution, like overloaded circuit and inserted metal object. To prevent the electrical hazard, never use damaged or exposed wires. Faulty insulation can cause shock or fire. Always replace them with CEREM-certified wires. And remember, never handle electrical plugs with wet hands. Moisture can cause electrocutions. Always dry your hand first.
An ergonomic hazard is any workplace factor that can cause musculoskeletal injuries or disorder. Ergonomic hazard refers to any physical factor in the workplace that can cause strain or injury to the body due to poor posture, repetitive movements, awkward position, or improper workstation setup. These hazards often lead to discomfort or long-term musculoskeletal problems, especially affecting the back, neck, shoulders, and hands. Prevention for Scene 1. First, use the correct lifting technique. Always bend your knees and keep your back straight while lifting. Hold the load close to your body and use the strength of your legs instead of your back to prevent muscle strain. Second, plan before lifting. Before lifting, check the weight and shape of the load, remove any obstacles in your path, and make sure you have a safe place to put it down. Planning ahead helps you avoid sudden strain and accidents. And third, seek assistance for heavy loads. If an object is too heavy or bulky, ask a coworker for help or use tools such as trolleys, hoists, or forklifts. This reduces the risk of injury and makes lifting safer and more efficient.
So what exactly is good posture? Reseat your pelvis all the way back into the seat. Elongate the spine in your back and spread your shoulders. Plant both feet flat on the floor with your legs bent slightly more than a 90 degrees angle. Pull your neck back and relax. Perfect.
Chemical hazards refers to any dangerous property of a chemical substance that has the potential to cause harm to person and the environment. The harm can result from exposure through inhalation, skin contact, and may happen immediately or over long-term exposure. Chemical hazard prevention. Firstly, it is essential to always conduct chemical procedures in a fume hood, wear protective gloves, and use other appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE. This includes lab coats, face masks, and safety goggles. Direct inhalation of chemical substances, especially volatile or toxic ones, can irritate the respiratory system and potentially lead to long-term health damage. Secondly, all chemical containers must be clearly labeled with their correct chemical name and corresponding hazard symbols. Unlabeled or mislabeled containers can result in accidental misuse, including the mixing of incompatible substances. This may cause hazardous reactions such as toxic gas release, fire, or even explosions.
Psychological hazard is factors in workplace that negatively impact an employee's mental health and well-being. It can happen due to various sources such as workplace bullying and overload of work. Workplace bullying can damage mental health and teamwork, but it can be stopped with clear action. First, set a clear anti-bullying policy so everyone knows the rules. Second, build a culture of respect and kindness. Third, provide training so people can recognize and address bullying. Fourth, create a safe, confidential way to report issues without fear. Finally, act quickly and fairly when bullying happens. By promoting respect and acting decisively, workplace becomes safer and more supportive. Workplace overload causes stress, burnout, and mistakes, but it's preventable. First, help employees prioritize tasks and set realistic deadlines. Second, promote work-life balance with regular breaks and clear work hours. Third, provide enough resources such as extra staff, tools, or trainings to meet demands. Fourth, keep communication open so employees can say when they are overwhelmed. Lastly, monitor workloads regularly and adjust before burnout sets in. By managing workloads, teams productive, healthy, and motivated.